Hello there YouTube, this is a new video of Crocodile Pictures. Today we are proudly presenting you a new car, a car that you have probably already been seen in our channel. Today we are presenting to you the 2017 Ford Focus Wagon. It's the European model that you can see, so that is a really big car. Has a lot of space in here, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, this is a review after 60,000 kilometers, so 10,000 miles. We really enjoy riding with that car, and I really would like to give you a few information about that car. So as you can see, it is looking quite modern. It has a nice grille. The headlight is pretty dynamic, as well as the rest of the car. It is the titanium version, so really fully equipped with everything that you can dream of, beginning with fog lights over here. We have the park assistance in the front. We have aluminum wheels over here. We have the key-free system, so the car can be locked right here and also opened without the key. That is quite smart. We have a trailer hook at the end, so we can pull trailers, lighter trailers, up to 1.5 tons of total weight. So that's pretty nice. We have a big windshield. That is pretty hard to clean, to be honest, because it's very flat, very flat. So if you want to clean this part over here, this is really getting really heavy. We have a lot of camera systems over here. We have the traffic sign recognition. We have dark and brightness recognition. We have driver assistance, such as a city stop, which means if the car is going up to 50 kilometers an hour, it can automatically stop when it recognizes a dangerous situation and the driver does not react on that situation. So that's pretty nice. We have LED headlights over here. So that's LED daylights, day driving lights. So you can see them over here. That's nice. That's pretty smart. I like the chrome grille over here. That is really nice to see. It looks good. And it is the 1.5 liter EcoBoost with a 4-cylinder and 150 horsepower. I believe 270 Newton meters of torque. That is quite a good value. So yeah, that's a good engine. Today Ford is no longer building that engine, as far as I know. They have concentrated mainly on the 3 cylinders with the same amount of horsepower, even 150 horsepower, something like that, or even more than this. I'm a little bit sad about that fact that they do not longer build that 4-cylinder, because I'm really a big friend of 4 cylinders instead of 3 cylinders, even if those are getting better and better and the performance values are mainly the same. However, I really enjoy having a 4-cylinder for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's a driving comfort thing, I don't know, driving behavior. So that's really nice. So let's have a look inside. Of course, I have to admit this is a used car after 60,000 kilometers, so it looks used, that is clear. So don't be a little bit astonished about the car looks inside. So it is a manual gearbox with 6-speed, and one really nice fact, it has a rear driving camera. We have power windows on all 4 windows. We have something that is very helpful, especially in fall, because when there is a lot of fog outside and you drive through the fog, the rear windows will we're getting blind somehow from the humidity. That is a problem that we have here in Germany. I don't know, maybe it's pretty similar in other countries as well. So both rear windows are heated. So once you hit the heating for the rear window, you also get clear mirrors. That is pretty good. Something that is very helpful is also the locking for the rear windows, for the power windows. And as well, you can also lock the doors. So the doors cannot be opened anymore from inside. That is especially helpful when you have small children in the back and they try to play a little on the doors, all that stuff. So that is pretty helpful. You just hit that button over here. You get the light over here, and it indicates, okay, the doors and the windows are locked. Nobody is now able to open the doors or the windows. Unfortunately, that model does not have the one very helpful thing Ford has built. I think it is usually in here. Ford has built a protector for the door when you open the door, that you don't hit the wall, for example, at a door, something like that. They don't want to have that, so there is a mechanical protector for the door when you open it up, so that you don't hit a wall or something like that with your door. This model does not have that. That is a pity from my perspective. But inside the car, we see it is pretty clear and pretty organized. We have over here, for example, we have the light control. This is the illumination for the interior lights, for the gauges. We have the setting for the headlights. So if you have heavy load inside the car, you can adjust the setting of the headlights so that the light, it does not really disturb other cars that are coming on the street. So that is pretty nice. And here you just hit that button, it jumps out, and then you can select the setting respectively. We have automatic headlights over here. We have regular lights. You hear that sound? That is very nice. I think that's a kind reminder to let you know that your headlights are still on. So if you leave the car, that your battery won't get empty. We have the front fog lights, we have the rear fog light, so that is pretty nice. We have a driver's seat that can be adjusted in the height. We have a lot of other features. Let's hop inside and I'll show them to you. So this is the steering wheel. Of course, we have the remote control for the radio, for the system in here. So let's hit the ignition and see the system start up. So that is nice. That is our board computer over here. Here comes the entertainment system. It goes on. So let's close the door. The car is no longer really arguing around. So you see, here is a little symbol of the car, which I believe is very nice. So you see in that symbol, okay, this door is opened. That is pretty nice. Same for the trunk, same for the rear doors. So that is pretty nice. And you can also see, for example, you turn on the lights and this little computer will also show you, okay, your lights are on. Those are the parking lights. This is the regular light. So this is the front fog light. You see that as well. That is pretty nice. You can see that is nicely demonstrated over here. And I believe, do they all have a rear? Oh yeah, they have the rear fog light as well. That is nice. So yeah, that is a pretty nice thing. So we have the board computer over here. It gives us a lot of information that we can switch. For example, the trip computer, the actual speed in digital letters, something like that, and the fuel consumption on 100 kilometers. We can also turn that into miles per gallon, for example. So that is pretty individual and pretty international. As I said, we have 4 power windows because it's getting really hot inside here. We have 19 degrees Celsius outside. That is very unusual for February, but nice. So we have here, we have our entertainment system. It is pretty intuitively to use. We have audio, for example, if you want to turn on the radio, you have the different radio stations. It is still an FM radio. It is not a DAB plus, for example. That is a little bit a pity from my perspective, because I really would appreciate if we could have a DAB plus. This was not standard in that manufacturing year. We have settings for telephone, so you can connect your phone with the car. It has the Sync 3 entertainment system. You can see that here. So that is pretty nice. We have a navigation system that is also very, very pleasant. We have here the mobile apps. So if you connect your phone with USB, for example, we have USB over here. We have that in here. Here's USB. Here is nothing from USB. If you connect that by cable, you will also get the possibility to add the mobile apps, which is pretty nice. So here we have the temperature controls. We have heated seats in the front, so driver and passenger. We have rear heating for the window in the back. So as you can see over here, of course, we have front heating. A lot of reviews I saw in the internet, they tell that you can see the heating wires in the front, in the windshield. I wouldn't agree to that. So that's really in very rare conditions that you can see that, but it is extremely helpful in winter times, or when the humidity inside the car gets more and more and the window inside gets a little foggy. You just hit that button and the front heating will start and everything will be cleared up. That's pretty nice. You can also hit a button that is called maximum air condition. So the regular air condition will be in an economic mode, which saves a little fuel. To be honest, we never switched that button to maximum AC, even in really hot winter times, because the air conditioning in that car is pretty good from our perspective. It really cools down pretty quickly. The only disadvantage is there is no air condition connection for the glove compartment over here. In our old car, as you can see in the other videos that we have on our channel, we had a 2006 Ford Focus, also a wagon, and it had a cooled down glove compartment, which was extremely helpful in summer times, of course, but yeah, that is basically it. What you can see right now is this car also has ambient light. So we have here red LEDs. Maybe you can see that when you look in here. I don't know. Those are red LEDs illuminating the door handles. Also this compartment over here, and on the driver's side as well. So stuff from me, of course. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. We have also on the steering wheel, I just forgot about that. We have the I'm sorry, what is it called? Electronic speed control. You can set the limiter. You can say, for example, here you can set the limit on different kilometers, so the car won't go any faster than this. You can also have the cruise control. That's the name, cruise control, and set, for example, a separate speed. It's beginning from 30 kilometers an hour. That is quite nice. We have a voice control for the entertainment system. I really enjoy that. Of course, here you also can turn the volume, all that stuff. That is nice. What else can we do? We have here, as you can see, here is a button. If I hit that button, the camera up here will check the lane, the driving lane, and take really good care if you are within the lane. So there are two green arrows in here, and if you are about to leave the lane unintendedly, so no turn signal is on or something like that, you will see that this gets yellow, and after that it gets red. And if you don't react after that, the steering wheel will start to vibrate and really gently guide you through back in the lane. Though that is pretty helpful. What else do we have? We have, of course, interior lights over here. Those are all LEDs. That is nice. That gives a very bright sight inside the car. We have the possibility to store our glasses in here. We do have mirrors in here, which are all illuminated. That's nice. So what else do we have? We have here the possibility to do something to drink in here. We can adjust the holders for that. That is nice. Up to 3 or even 2 or 3 glasses or bottles or something like that can be put in here. And if you have a larger bottle, you can even remove the ground, the bottom for the first part, so you can really go very deep inside and store a bottle in here without disturbing you on the gear shift. So here we have a handrest, which is also very nice. You can do that up, and then you see there's another compartment. It has a 12 volt 12 volt system, also an adapter that you can, for example, charge your phone, something like that. You have an USB connector as well, so that is nice. So for larger people, I have to admit that this car is really some kind of a little small. I'm 183 centimeters tall, and if someone is sitting behind me in the rear seat, I really have to sit very straight and very close to the steering wheel. It is not uncomfortable, it is just for longer distances, I would say it's a little bit too close. So let's turn off the, oh, that's what I wanted to show you, of course. Let's close the door once more. So we can hit the home button. So here, if we now do shift into reverse, you see the camera. This is really nice. So for example, when you turn the camera, this lines over here will go as a curve, so that it indicates you where to go, which direction does the car go. And this center line over here is an indicator for the trailer hook. So, and if I really want to maneuver pretty close and even very dragged to the trailer attachment, I just hit that plus, and it focuses on the hook. So that is really nice. So you can guide the car directly to the trailer. That is a very nice feature. So this was the startup. There's the startup button. I hope you can see it. Very nice, very smooth. It has a control for the safety belt, of course. So yeah, that is nice. The car is really calm when driving. Only if you have to use higher RPMs, you really hear something from the car, but mainly it is really calm. So that's pretty nice. Let's go and sit in the back. All right, I'm sorry for putting you around. So this would be our rear passenger seats. So as you can see, it is pretty small in the front where I sit now, because I made the seat really go to the front, so that the rear passenger has a lot of space. So now we're sitting in here. I'm 183 centimeters tall, as I told you, and you can see there is some more space. That is clear for a tall person. That is not a problem, but if you have a baby seat in here, that can really be difficult. So this is the trunk, as you hopefully can see. Yeah, it is not really organized in here. We have a 12 volt adapter on that, and usually there's also a possibility to cover the trunk that nobody really can see inside. Yeah, that is very helpful. We do not have an electric trunk door. That is not the case. You can order the car with an electric trunk opener. That would be nice, I suppose. However, yeah, we didn't have that in our car. So that is the car from the rear seat, as you can see. Yeah, pretty nice. So far so good to the details. What else can I tell you about that car? From our experience, as I told you, we were going 60,000 kilometers with that car. We didn't have really big trouble with that car. Nothing really. Technically, it was really nice. The only thing that I would like to mention is, for example, if you look at the hood looks like it is not completely closed. This is normal for that model sometimes. Not every car has this. So the measures over here, it is not an accident car. It did not have any accidents so far. So that is just normal. It does not look pretty good, and also you get a little insects or something inside the engine room when you are on the highway, something like that. That is a fact. So that is something that I'm not really happy about. And due to the driver assistance, when you are driving and you start driving, you just release the clutch a little bit and the RPM will rise and help you getting into driving mode, something like that, to speak it like that. That is something that you really have to get used to. That is helpful, and sometimes it also feels like you are really disturbing the clutch for somehow. So that is something that you really have to get used to it. And what we made the experience is in winter, when it's really slippery outside, when you have ice and snow, etc., the car starts pretty early with its torque at very low RPM. So this is a front-wheel drive. It is not an all-wheel drive. We really had some trouble going through the snow, even when we have pretty good winter tires with a good profile. So that was really giving us sometimes a little bit difficulties. But basically the car is really reliable. We were in holiday with the car, so that was great. We had a lot of things in here. We were using it as a family car, so pretty nice. But to be honest, it is probably not the very best car that you can buy for a family with 2 or even 3 children, because it really quickly gets small and uncomfortable. As I said, when there is a baby seat, baby sitting behind the driver, for example, the driver's seat has to be very, very far in the front and not in the back, something like that. So that gets uncomfortable on longer distances. But we were pulling trailers, for example, with that car as well. Smaller trailers, of course, with that hook over here. It is a static hook, you cannot remove that. So that is something, that the car really did well. You don't feel the trailer. You can attach trailers up to 1.5 tons of total weight. That is great from my perspective. Even the largest C-Max, which is a van with the same engine, has only 1.3 tons of trailer attachment possibilities. So 200 kilos less than this car. I believe it had something to do with the stability of the car, because the van, the C-Max for example, is higher, and probably it is not as stable as this car. Yeah, so that's basically all I can tell you for that car. We can have a little ride in that car. We will have a separate video for that. So if you want to join that, please also watch the other videos on our channel. Subscribe if you want. We are doing introductions to cars once in a while, and we would be happy to get a new subscriber. We would be happy to get your reactions, your comments. So write your comments down in the comment line. I'm sorry, in the comment line of that video. We would appreciate every comment, and we will also respond to every comment. So take care, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the driving video if you like. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello YouTube, this is the driving video I announced in the review video. So we are now in our Ford Focus. The motor is running, the engine is good, and we're now driving a little bit with the car. So as you can see, this is a manual gearbox. So we of course select the first gear, and look here, I do not accelerate by putting the gas pedal. I'm not stepping on the gas pedal, not at all. So the car, I just released the brake. As you can see here, there's no foot on the gas pedal. And now I just release the clutch a little bit. And you can see the car begins to drive just like a diesel, something like that from the very beginning. So it just adjusts a little bit the gas so they can get easier into movement. Very nice, and you can hear the car is really calm. That's what I wanted to show you. Okay, so take care, have fun, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.